Hi, everyone. I'm Stacy Hall, and I'm the co-creator of the Attraction Oil Anointing Technique. A shout out to my other co-creator, Dana Christensen. And this is an oil anointing technique that we created to go along with Young Living essential oils to be able to achieve success with velocity and ease. There are oil anointing techniques out there that support people in being able to release pent-up emotions and to realign their structures and that sort of thing. This one is uniquely different in how simple it is to apply the oils, and very unique in how quickly it helps us to align our four bodies to be able to feel powerful enough to go out and achieve those goals we've been procrastinating or blocked from achieving. And I'm here with Lori Youngdahl, who asked me to create this video because she's hosting an event in Phoenix in a little less than 2 weeks. So Lori, hi.
Hi, how are you?
And I'm good. And why did you want me to answer your questions here on video?
Well, I think that there's some people in the essential oil world who maybe missed your presentation if they're with Young Living at the Young Living convention, or they couldn't get in because it was so popular. And I would love to be able to, straight from you, because you express it so beautifully, I'd love to hear what is the oil anointing technique, and what is it that people who really want to utilize their oils to do the things that you were talking about, to release things or to help them move forward towards something that they're wanting to accomplish. And what role does the oil anointing technique play in all that?
Okay, beautiful. Well, the technique is actually 11 steps. It has 11 steps to it. And you would learn the technique by going to Life Science Publishers, by the way. They're the ones, releasing, even as I'm talking about it. And Life Science Publishers, which is discoverlsp.com, is the publisher of the Anointing Technique Training Guide, just to let you know. So for folks who want to see what the 11 stages are and when you apply the oils, and by the way, you're only applying oils to the soles of the feet and to the back of the body. Of course, if you're going to do this to charge for it, you have to be licensed and certified legally to be able to do that. However, if you're just doing it for yourself or for your loved ones and not exchanging money, then it's very simple to do. And as I said, there's 11 steps, and here's why. What we're going to be doing is activating the 7 energy centers of our body. A couple of those energy centers get double attention because they're so important, like the crown of the head, very important. So we spend a lot of time with the crown of the head. We also spend a lot of time with the solar plexus, our gut, if you will, because all those organs that are located in the gut hold emotions, hold cellular memory. And so we want to be able to transmute and transform that energy into something that is much more powerful and much more creative for us to be able to move forward. And so we spend a lot of time with the gut and a lot of time with the crown. And in each stage, there's 4 processes to help align that energy center with the rest of our body. And first, we're going to concentrate on the colors. So for example, I'm wearing red as my base underneath my shirt. My shirt actually has all the colors in it. But my red shirt indicates that I am aware that I'm staying grounded and centered. And it relates to the root energy center of my body located at the base of my tailbone. And that reminds me that I might be a spiritual being, but I'm here living a very physical existence. And it's important for me to stay rooted in the earth to be able to receive the benefits of everything that's available here from the earth. And then the other colors are orange, yellow, green, blue for our third eye, indigo blue, and for our crown, violet. And so we'll go through all of those colors and visualize them. And Lori, I don't know if you have any questions for me here, but I can tell you, I often get asked by people who've never seen color before, is it okay if they don't see the color in their mind's eye? And of course it is. And the other is, if you know that we're going to go through those colors, you might want to have some sort of tangible reminder of what the colors look like in front of you too. So it doesn't have to be in your mind's eye. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I had heard, I think you were talking about chakras, right? Because I've seen charts before where it shows the different locations of the chakras on the body and the colors that they represent too. And I'm learning, I'm exploring and playing and learning about this as I've been using oils for a very long time, but I haven't played as much with that. So I'm very excited to learn more and how to coordinate everything.
Beautiful. Well, yes, oftentimes people aren't familiar with the word chakra and they don't know what it means. And so chakra simply means energy center. That's all it is. It's just a base of energy that gets created when we think about the organs and the muscles and the bones and the ligaments and the nervous system, right? Where the nervous system has its networks of nerves, creates energy. And so that's all chakra means.
And so we're incorporating our sense of smell and the olfactory and how it connects with the brain and the body and everything with all of this, with the energy centers then.
Yes, absolutely. And so that's one pathway that we awaken. Another pathway we awaken is speaking out loud, using our self-expression to declare who we are in the world. And this can be very challenging for some people because most of us were taught as children not to speak about ourselves. That's not modesty, and not to say anything unless we've been asked something. And as such, our self-expression is shut down. Then we wonder why we don't have great communication with the people in our lives, because everybody's shut down and we're only sharing a certain amount of information. So opening the pathway to self-expression happens by saying I am statements, like I am creative, I am successful, I am using the power of my word in the direction of truth and love. And of course, it is a private experience. If you're facilitating it for someone else, then again, it would still be private and the person would still only be talking to themselves, even if you're there applying the oils for them. So does that make sense?
Yeah, because I could see how in a crowd, maybe as people are introduced to that, they would be shy initially because of, the programming when you were in your younger years. So that's good to know that it's really kind of a personal thing that you're going through, but you could do it in a group of people and enjoy the energy of everybody in the room.
If people felt comfortable enough to do it, and I have done that, and we will actually do that at the event you're doing. I will be leading people in the group, and then it's up to each person to decide how loud they want to say it. But the more we can open up this self-expression energy center, both to be able to hear ourselves and to be able to be heard by others, it's a huge transformation that takes place just in that one pathway, as we do it 11 times with different statements.
Sounds phenomenal.
I love it. I love it. And I do it on a pretty regular basis. And I'll talk about how I do it because I don't always do all 11. I hardly ever do all 11, to be perfectly honest. But I'll share about that as we start to wrap up. And then the third pathway is a meditation, taking time to meditate on a statement that everybody would agree is true, but we often tend to forget. And the statement has been designed to go right along with that energy center. And then lastly, a question that we ask of, and for me, I use the word God. I believe in God, but if somebody doesn't, that's okay. They can ask it of greater consciousness. They can ask it of spirit. They can ask it of the divine. And it's a question that does not get asked from the mind. The mind only knows the past. The mind only comes from what we've already done. Tapping in, and that's why we open up the Crown Energy Center so much, is to be able to receive inspiration to move forward. to look at what's ahead of us and to get inspirations on how to move towards it. And so that's the technique in a nutshell. I'm looking forward to being able to share it with people live. If you're not able to be with me and Lori in Phoenix, then again, go to discoverlsp.com and you can get the oil anointing technique guide. And as I said, it takes about to go through 11 stages, somewhere between an hour and an hour and a half. Most of us don't have that kind of time to set aside on a regular basis, but one of those stages each day. If you just cycled through one of the stages and then the second stage and then the third and the fourth and the fifth ongoingly, it would be a great boost to all of our systems in being able to feel and activate our success. So Lori, does that answer all of the questions?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, if you do workouts, you do certain, you know, upper body or lower body or something, and you're covering the whole body over the course of a week. And so I like that idea about covering one, because that would be a manageable amount of time for most people to incorporate in their day. So
absolutely, about 10 minutes. Yeah, it would take 5 to 10 minutes to do one of the segments.
Oh, I've got that. I can make that work.
Yay. Yeah. All right. Well, Lori, how can people get a hold of you if they want to know more about your
Well, if you
event?
want to know more about the event, you can go to Oils for Rookies on Facebook. So it's OILS, the number 4, and ROOKIES, Oils for Rookies. There's an event that's posted there where you can find the link to go to Eventbrite and reserve your spot and get your ticket to attend. We still have, we're getting close to getting sold out. We still have a couple more spots left. So if this is something you really want to learn about, and I highly recommend it. I mean, I'm just so excited. I haven't even actually seen it, and I'm excited. Then come join us, because we'd love to have you come join us. And honestly, to have Stacy come to Phoenix and do this event is kind of a big deal, and you're going to want to be here. So don't miss out on this. And if you also wanted to send me an email, you can email me at oils4rookies@gmail.com. So thanks for listening to this, and hope you guys will all join us.
Yes, Lori, it's a big deal for me too. I'm loving it. And I just wrote down in the bottom right-hand corner, Lori, if you want to put the information you just said in the bottom right-hand corner as well. On Facebook, you can connect with Lori and I both in the Attraction Technique group on Facebook. It's a public group. We'd love to have you join us there. And I share a whole lot more about the technique in that group on Facebook. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and Lori, all the information in?
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and close out this blab.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks a lot,
everyone.
Stacy. Appreciate it.